Hello guys, this is Caspar Beamish, and this is a video of the Season 7 layout for my Wooden Railway series, Caspar Beamish Wooden Railway. I'm so excited to show you guys this layout because I've put so much work into it, and I think this is going to be a really good layout for Season 7. This is my first layout that I've built for one full season since the half season 4 and season 5 layout, which was back in 2020, because obviously I used the season 6 layout, the original one, back up in my bedroom for half that, and then back in September or August or something I rebuilt the season 6 one with a few modifications. But this is a completely new layout and I'm so excited to show it to you guys. So without further ado, let me stand up and show you guys this layout. So here's what it looks like from the top perspective. Just give you guys a look around. And obviously, this isn't based on the map of the artist that I was talking about, because I just had I have just so many new pieces. It's just kind of a bit hard because I just kind of just decided to put stuff around the place. But yeah. Anyway, this layout is by far one of the biggest, if not the biggest, layout I've ever built. And it definitely took a long time. It was a very challenging build. And to be honest, I think most of it worked out pretty well. Apart from, this area over here, of course. For the most part, I think I've done, a decently good job of, I guess, you could say just filling in, it's like a lot of the spaces over here. And, I'm sure there's going to be some areas that you like and some areas that you don't like, but that's what makes layout building so much fun. So I don't even know where I'm gonna start. I think I'll start over here, so I am over here. But yeah, like I said, I put this is one of the challenging builds. I'm just one of the most hardest I've ever had to do, no doubt. But anyway, I'll start off at Knapford right here. Of course, we got Birdie, we got Thomas, Daisy, Stanley, and Charlie. Thomas is pulling Annie and Clarabelle. Daisy's by herself, obviously. Stanley has the McCall's milk trucks, and Charlie has Hector. And I've got the Fat Control over here. Here's Max. So Charlie's line comes over here straight into Henry's tunnel, and Stanley, Daisy, and Thomas's line goes over here. I'll explain where they go in just a bit, but yeah, Charlie's line goes under here past T-Switch, and then comes up over here to the sawmill, which we'll get there in a second, and then also wraps around to the Atchison Bridge over through Vickerstown Station, and then Thomas, Daisy, and Stanley, Daisy, and Thomas's lines also come over here. Thomas and Daisy's lines. Thomas's line comes over here and back. Wraps around to where Charlie's line also ends up, and then Daisy and Stanley's line come over here into this switch, and then Daisy's line comes back around to Vickerstown Station, and then Stanley's line comes over here to, guess what we could call it, just the turntable, I think. I know we'll also go to there. Also a mini yard right there as well. But yeah, anyway, I think this does suit for Knapford. It's a good meeting area, basically for all the engines. I can just hang out, just go into a setting and rest. So, I'm really happy with how this turned out. Basically, see, right here, you can kind of get such a good angle right there. One thing, guys, that I do want to point out is that recently I did a whole massive cleanup of the basement, and now I have all this room to put this really nice big layout. Before, I was only able to build it up to here, because if you guys remember, there was just all there was just a whole bunch of junk and stuff right there. But I've cleaned that all up, and now there's all this room to build all of this. This was all clogged as well. I'll get to those shelves soon. There's and these are just my new storage place for a lot of my TWR. This table that I did used to store has other stuff in it. But yeah, I have acquired decent amount of new cupboards now, which is awesome. So yeah, Knapford Station, I was saying, I was to be honest, I'm really just happy with how this turned out. You can see it just from this angle, it's pretty cool. So yeah, so I'm continuing along, like I said, come over here to Vickerstown Station, where we have James and Spencer, both with Knapford Express coaches right here. And then we continuing along through. I know like this is Knapford Tunnel, even though Knapford Station is way over there. But hey, who says you can't use it? Because why wouldn't you? Knapford Tunnel. I think Knapford is just pretty good. It could just be a normal tunnel. You could like easily make like a custom way, just like scrub like the Knapford name. But I don't know. So let me just turn around here. So this is a really tight area over here. So yeah. I don't know how it's going to be even possible to film because like this TV thing's in the way. So right here we have, this is something I got recently. I got the Vickerstown Sheds and we have Murdoch, Arthur, Hank, Molly, and now we're just chilling here. I guess, they finished the work or something. So, this, the door can actually open here. That's something that's been so satisfying. It's like, I think the door's not going to open, but it actually can. So, so I'm just going to keep going around here. And then, as you can see, right under this old TV, right here, we have, I guess you could call like, I'm just like the repair area or something, because I've like the Steamworks and the Diesel Works right next. Sorry, the other way around. But yeah, the Steamworks is also a new part that I've got recently, which I'm happy to have this because, I've had the Diesel Works. But, I really, this has been something that I've wanted to do for, a good, like, amount of time, like, a really long, time. I just want to have, like, this, like, the Steamworks and the Diesel Works, like, just, like, right next to each other. So, like, this corner could be just, like, the, could be like just like the remote like repair place, if you know what I mean, because we got the Steamworks, the Diesel Works right next. Obviously like all these diesels could just be sneaking, just stinging there. I'm sticking the net asleep in the night, but it's not like we're missing anything. Like I know like it just looks a bit bad because I haven't bothered to put like many packages or anything. I think it's decently well. I got this 2009 Victor recently. Obviously got this Kevin. I also got this Steamworks recently. If you've seen my recent destination collection video, then you've probably seen it. And then right over here we have the Diesel Works right here. Obviously here's the oil derrick, and obviously you guys have seen the Diesel Works in I think two, maybe one of the layouts. Obviously it was in my Hank versus Murdoch layout, and this is one of the prominent parts, obviously, because Diesel 10 was one of the main plots. So I know like there's 10 things in the way, so I think poor old Sydney's a bit squished back there, and maybe Paxton is just pushed up against that pole. But again, like I think like in the real Diesel Works, I think there are just buffers back there, so like really doesn't make like that much of a difference. So we got the oil derrick there as well. So yeah, guys, this has been like something that I've wanted to do for like quite a while. Just have them like I'm to have like the Steamworks and the Diesel Works right next to each other, because because like I feel like this will be a good like breakdown corner, or or just like repair corner, since they're right next to each other. But this line right here in platform 4 goes straight into the Diesel Works, so you can't go anywhere else other than that. And I know Wellsworth Station is very close. Yeah, Wellsworth Station is also one of the new destinations I've recently gotten. I know these two are quite like close together, but I was trying to include as many destinations as I could in this layout. So again, who's to say I'm not? Obviously, it's not like based on the map of the island of Sodor. So obviously, things are meant to be like completely accurate. But that's the Muffle Mountain over there, which I use as Gordon's Hill. But By the way, guys, just a quick note. The only like major areas that I have included like quote unquote signals right here is like right outside stations. I have a couple of stragglers everywhere else, but yeah, there's the Diesel Works and the Steamworks. We come over here to the double wide Old Iron Bridge, and over here we have the airfield. So let me get to a better angle where we have Tiger Moth and the the airfield building. Not sure if I did include it in my previous layout. Might have. Definitely not my rebuild season 6 layout for sure. That was mostly narrow gauge. But I might have included the effort in the Hank versus Murdoch layout. But I did get it not long after that. I got it for Christmas in 2023. So if I did, I would have had to just got it, but I can't remember. Actually, no, I don't think I did include it in the layout, whatever. But anyway, we come over here. I have had this Misty Island Rescue Bridge for quite some time, I think, even though it's not generally meant to be Thomas Wyndham Railway, because it's not got that same track, of course. But I have had this for quite a few years now, so That's new. I don't think I have included this destination in many of my layouts, I don't think, but whatever. So anyway, back to over here. So this is the Muffle Mountain, which which I think this actually looks like more natural as Gordon's Hill, to be honest. And you know, like, speaking of Gordon, here he is with the express. Got 2 more express coaches, so I have 4 now. I only need 2 more to complete, like, you know, like Gordon actually has 6 express coaches or something. But yeah, I think like the Muffle Mountain actually looks like more like just like realistic to Gordon's Hill. Because obviously like the mountain tunnel itself is, you know, that extra like track and rail coming out. So, you know, I don't think like that's really the best. I think it looks like more accurate. You know, I think like this one actually looks like, you know, a lot better than the real one. But yeah, anyway, we have the Quarry we have the Quarry Mine Tunnel right here. I've also had this one for a number of years as well. But yeah, anyway, we come along here to, I guess, like the Bulges Bridge area. I know like I know like we're only like I'm here like only like generally as one, but you know, I guess this could be like just what is known as a ballast chute, even though like it's not buffers and it's not on the Yarsdale Railway. But anyway, we got Stepney here with old slow coach up the sawmill roof came up. Let me fix that. There we go. So we have so you know, we have the airport right here. Jeremy, of course, you know, I think like, you know, my low in most layouts, you know, I think just having it right next to Knapford would be obvious thing. It's like I'd say Vickerstown's, you know, like the busiest, but you know, Knapford is like the second busiest, so I guess that makes sense. But yeah, yeah, anyway, Gordon's line from the mountain tunnel comes over here through the work shed, and Stepney's line also comes back over here. But yeah, really quickly before we go over there, I just show you the sawmill and dumping depot first. So this workman fell over. So guys, keep knocking stuff over because this layout is very tight. Okay, stay. But yeah, we got Wilbert right here. You know, so I won't, you know, show you the whole thing now, but you know, yeah. I know, guys, some people say, you know, oh, Caspar, what are you doing? Well, the thing is that, like, guys, to be honest, I don't really have, like, that much, like, well, like, extra, like, room or anything to put it, because, well, like, I mean, like, why wouldn't you know? I guess, you know, there just could be, like, imaginary tractors and stuff that could come over here. But, like, either way, if I got some of those, like, 1-inch pieces of track, those are super hard to find. I actually have one, like, somewhere right there. But, like, if I do, like, I could, like, just try and connect into one of these. But I know I was running out of small pieces of track and dog bone pieces, like, quite desperately. So I couldn't really do much by the end. Although this was, like, one of the first parts of the layout that I built. So, you know, I guess that's one thing. But anyway, come along here to sorry, I've been talking for ages. To Stepney's line comes down here, and this is Gordon's line from the mountain tunnel. They all come together, and then here we got, you know, the water tower right here, and then comes along. We can get to the water tower. I'm sorry, through the engine wash. Come here. This is where you enter, and obviously this is where you exit because of the thing. I'm sorry. Come along here, and then this is one of my favorite parts of the layout. This is the yard area. Now I think like this is one of the only like proper yards that I've ever built, which which I guess is a good thing, mainly because like I have how many? I have like 3 of these 5-way switches now. The first one was at the sheds. The second one was like that at the other yard and like docks, like near the docks area. And the third one was at Tidmouth Sheds. And yeah, this one is here. So I'm not gonna, you know, our normal shunters, you know, Stafford and Phillip right here. And you know, just include like all my trucks, you know. Yeah, I mean, I perfect time to do something like this, you know, got, you know, white face, troublesome brake van, just like, you know, yeah. I didn't also include like all the tankers for some reason, just because like I had too much stuff to include. But I don't know. I mean, like I think like just like the tankers will just wouldn't just like fit in anywhere. But you know, yeah, I haven't really included any tankers really. Apart from like, you know, the barrel car and stuff, and what I mean, if you want to count those as tankers, but yeah, although we did include the Yarsdale barrel loader here, but anyway, so I come along here. This is also the Crosby Coal Harbour, which is also one of my new recent destinations. Also got this truck recently. Have had this one for a few years now, but we got this one recently. We got Rosie here shunting them. Got another T-way switch. And along here we got the tunnel, Elizabeth, and then our Suttery station right here. You know, just press it, and you know, fat controller comes up. Yeah, and we got, you know, Toby's windmill right here. I'm sorry, not Toby's windmill. Just call it, you know, the branch line windmill or something. Yeah, we got Timothy sheds here. I'll explain like what this area is. Here in a little bit, but yeah, we just come along over here. That's what I was talking about. I was running out of these pieces right here quite desperately because like I did like need a lot of them. But anyway, we come along here to probably like one of my also favorite parts, the search and rescue center, kind of like this whole area right here. This is like one of the parts that I think I've done like the most like best job on, like for sure. I'll explain why that is. But yeah, we got like the fire station here. I know this is meant to be rail right here, but you know, I just kind of like see it as a road, obviously, because like, you know, who said it couldn't be? But you know, you got, you know, 2 fire engines, water tanker, hook and ladder, Flynn, Butch. This is also the first time I got the road, because it's like one of the first times that I've been able to like build one, because you know, you have like those curved pieces of track. I only got those recently. But yeah, we have Bell right here. We got the water things. This is like this is also what I believe like one of the coolest parts. This made it like look like probably like the most like a search and rescue center. Maybe it's just because like for once I've been able to get like all the tracks to connect some way. I haven't always been able to do that, so it's good that I finally found what to do with all the tracks. So you know, this comes straight along here to the thing. You can just go straight into here and then just change tracks, and you know, just go go here. I know Flynn's pointing in the wrong direction right here, but you know, you can still get, you know, across to, you know, over there and stuff. But anyway, through the tunnel we have Rocky right here, Harold on the helipad. This actually came with the airfield. Anyway, that is obviously like meant to be like, yeah, I mean, it could be used as Harold's helipad or something. I know Harold probably doesn't have like a helipad like that in the original show, but anyway, so I have Rocky right here. Again, like happy to like just actually like find a use for all the tracks here. And then I know this is kind of away, but we also got Captain's shed right here. I know that like it's kind of just like separated, but like all of this, but again, like, you know, all of the again, like, you know, all of this is just is just, you know, still down there, and you know, it's like the whole like search and rescue center is sort of spread out basically, because I'm sorry, no, I guess, you know, that's kind of like fitting in a sense, but I guess, you know, Captain just just kind of like just come over here and talk to them. I don't know, but guys, this is the part that I want to stress to the viewers. I'm the right stress to the viewers the most. So this is water right here. This whole thing, Captain can go under here, all the way to the dock. So like so guys, like all this area, all this right here is water, guys. Okay. But anyway, we got Captain here. This is also one of the newer additions to my collection. This gold piece of track where we got Lady and the Thomas and the Magic Railroad cast, and we got the useful engine shed, which is also one of the new pieces. Yeah, guys, I got like a ton of new pieces. That's why like I'm really excited. I'm to show you guys all this layout. So yeah, it's a shame that I didn't have this gold piece when I filmed Hank versus Murdoch, because you know, they've been really good rather than that just like colored gold piece of track. But anyway, yeah, so I'm kind of like sad that I didn't have this, but you know, at least, you know, I have it now. So if I did ever want to make just like a scene where like you know, like Lady goes through the magic buffers or something, you know, I could easily do that. But anyway, this is another cool part to the layout. Guys, I got this playboard recently as well to film like some like upcoming reviews and stuff that I've planned in the future. But yeah, we got Cody right here, we got Madge, Glen Knox, Switch Tower and Hilltop, two also new additions. We come along here to another new addition, once again to Boulder Mountain, which if I get to the right angle, I think you guys will be able to see is a pretty cool area. So let's see, there we go, especially with the wall background. I believe it is one of the coolest parts. So we got Rusty right here, Luke, which I got recently, Thumper, and you know, just, you know, Scruffy, and you know, one of the Giggling Troublesome tracks, and this Rock Sign as well, and Boulder. So yeah, guys, overall, I think, like, just Hilltop Station could be, like, one of, like, the main terminuses, of the narrow gauge railway, but, you know, who knows. But yeah, guys, I feel like this, like, area turned out, really, really well. This is one of my favorite parts, so, yeah, so, we come, back along here to, get to this area, but now we got Misty Island, so, you know, I got Bash, Dash, and Ferdinand, and guys, I've also included, the Shake Bridge as well. I know the Misty Island Bridge over there, was excluded, but I'm just, guys, like, I want to include the Shake Bridge. Now, and just to, like, move on to this really well, so, like, if I do, like, end up, filming, using this in an episode, I'm not sure, but, like, if I do, I'll kind of just have to, like, just, like, position it, or something, just, like, to put some rises, or just use, like, some fancy editing technique, because, you know, they don't, like, stay on it that well, but, anyway, come along here, I'm across these, 3 Soda Bay bridges where we have Percy and the mail car, and it comes along here to, so let me just get over here, to Suttery Station, and then back around. So yeah, where else do I need to do? Oh yeah, by the docks, of course. So yeah, let me just come straight around over here and head back to over here. So we continue along. We also have the service station right here, which which, like, I think, like, you know, I'm like, I should have included more. I don't think I've included, like, many louds. I know some people would say, like, this is meant to be rail. I think, you know, engines can still cross on it, because why not? And we have the Soda Railway repair there. I guess, like, these could be more signings. That's why I include stop signs, because I had more, because I know more ramps or buffers left. But anyway, we got Soda Railway repair. You know, I guess these could be the signings. But yeah, we go through the works yard. I guess here's another, like, smaller yard. So, you know, got, you know, the clay trucks. NW brake van. You know, I guess, you know, obviously, I guess, you know, Oliver's gonna pull this train, because, you know, Toad's here, obviously, you know, and you know, the trucks. But, you know, I guess, like, this is like I'm just sort of like of another yard. I did want to use the other T-switch part as well. But anyway, we come along here. This is 2 sections of the arch curve viaduct right here. That I also wanted to include. So I'm really happy about that. So we come along here through 2 more Soda Bay bridges, and then over here we got these supports. We got the Flying Scotsman here as well. Nobody's at the sheds right now. I guess, you know, they're all out working. But yeah, this is yet again another new addition to my collection. We got this, like, loop spiral thing, which, you know, which, you know, just like just like something you would see, like, you know, on the narrow gauge railway over here. But, you know, who says, you know, I can't be just, you know, the standard gauge engines? You know, I mean, guys, you know, I'm like, it could just be, like, you know, close to the narrow gauge railway. But since, you know, like, just like this whole area is, like, supposed to represent, like, you know, like millions of miles away or something, I don't know. I'm not millions, but, you know, just like kilometers at least. So again, this is not to be, like, based on, like, you know, the real side, or I guess, you know, could just just be like, put whatever. You know, it doesn't have to be, like, you know, a narrow gauge. I'm part of it all. I'm part of it all anyway. It could just be just like a thing. But yeah. Anyway, I'm happy to have that. This goes, like, straight around to the sheds. Obviously, I'm already been over there. But back to the 5 West, which is Terrace right here. So these 2 trucks come along through here to Brandon Docks. Now, I think, guys, this is, like, one of the best, like, docks that I've built in a long time. We got this white Soda Bay cargo ship right here, which I've had for quite some time. Oh no, so I've had this one since, like, Christmas of 2022, and this one I got fairly recently. So I think, like, we've, like, reached, like, the heart of what the dock should look like now. I've got this cargo drop station, which I think, like, I've had from, like, a flea market somewhere. Not sure, I couldn't be. I know, like, people will be asking, like, you know, why I've, like, included, like, an arch stone bridge here. Sorry, folks, I've been talking for a while. I don't know why, like, some people would, like, ask, like, why, like, I've put, like, a stone bridge here. You know, I guess, like, because, you know, I guess, like, you know, it's, like, fantasy, I guess, you know, I guess, you know, it doesn't have to be, like, a thing. I know, like I'm saying, it doesn't really feel like just like much of like, you know, just like a real life area, because like, you know, this is supposed to be like high in the mountains, and then like the docks is right near here. But again, this isn't like supposed to represent like close to it at all. So like, I'm just like to imagine that this is like just like this area is just like miles and miles apart. It's like I'm so like this ship here, like between like this space right here is like kilometers. I'm like, if you know what I mean, like, you know, Belgrave to, you know, just like the city basically. Yeah, you know what, you know, Belgrave is. I won't get into it, but yeah, that's just like yeah, that's just like a forest suburb here. I'm just, you know, in the city. It's nowhere close to me, but yeah, just so guys, just imagine the like, just like, you know, this area, like I'm over here, will just be like just miles apart. Okay, guys. Anyway, so yeah, I guess like, you know, this river could like I could just like just keep going along just like all the way to the docks, but I don't know. Ships could like deliver this stuff to the Narragansett Railway. I don't know. Obviously, I'm obviously like as I've said a million times, it's not meant to be like I'm based on a map of sort of, but yeah, I have had this dock thing for quite some time. As well as Colin. So I think like, you know, since like Colin was meant to be like just like in the Colin is obviously meant to work in the wharf, you know, with Freddie and stuff. But like I thought I'd include him in the docks this time. Since like other than that, I'm obviously up at like a small narrow gauge railway over here. But since season 6 was was like a whole based off narrow gauge episodes, like I don't want to include like too much of them, since like I already since the narrow gauge has had like, you know, a whole like season all to themselves. So, you know, I think like I mean, like I just want to be like a small just railway for them to like appear in like some scenes of some episodes briefly in the season, but like I said, not much, because like they just had the whole season last time. So, you know, it's time for them to have, you know, some off-screen time. But yeah, that's the docs. So yeah, are there any parts that I've missed? I'm not sure. I'm just looking. Yeah, I think I've pretty much covered everything. Yeah, I think so. But yeah. So just one more quick look at this layout. So yeah, guys, just a quick reminder, guys. So basically what I'm gonna do for season 7, just as an overview, is that now, you know, I'm just kind of just lack of episodes, because it's like, you know, the old days where I'd like finish like 5 whole seasons in like just, or so like 1 whole season within the span of like, you know, 2 weeks, when I used to start filming Caspar Beamish Woodland Row episodes all the way back in like, you know, like August to, you know, just the year of 2020 or something. Those were the days. I was kind of, you know, that was like my peak like time interest of them at that time. But like still, I think like, you know, that I'm like, this will be fine. So like now my intention is to just like make is to make like, you know, like 1 season each year from I'm starting for now. I do like this layout because, like, guys, as I've been mentioning the whole video, I have like a ton of new pieces that I've like all been mentioning. So like this layout, guys, is like very, very big, because like as I mentioned at the start of the video, this is like this whole like area, the it's just like clean, like they just had like whole like that had like a whole lot of junk in it before, but now it's just like all clean now. So I have like all this room like over here in that corner, like I've like even like under the desk, there's like all this room to build this layout, which is really awesome. So yeah, guys, I know like I could have like filled in like this area a lot, but I was kind of like running out of like I'm running out of like dog bone pieces and like switches and small pieces of track. So yeah, I was kind of limited. So I guess, you know, I just, you know, include trees and, you know, terrace and stuff. But yeah, overall, guys, you know, I'm pretty happy with this layout. I might even potentially keep it for like season 8, I think. I don't know. But, you know, I think like this layout will be good. Will be up for like a good like at least 6 months, I'll say that. But yeah, guys, like I was saying, so basically, I'm just guys, like an overview for season 7. So basically, like I have scripted like 2 of the episodes already. I'm plan to do more, but basically, like basically, guys, let me just fix this tree. But yeah, basically, guys, I'm gonna try and like make like a video the next new episode. This season 7 is gonna have 15 episodes. Like I'm gonna try and make like one new episode every Saturday. I think that's my goal. Basically, because just 15 weeks will be, I think, like enough spread out. Just like in the past of like I'm in the course of like a few months. Hopefully I'll get it finished by the end of the year. Otherwise early 2026. But yeah, I will probably potentially keep it from like season 8, because like this layout is so good. It's going to be like really hard to top this after, because like, yeah. So this layout could be up for quite some time. I am going to start getting like my new filming table up soon, because like because like I've kind of like like renovated like the whole place recently. I guess this could be just like all right for now. I'm basically I'm planning to turn this table into my new filming table. I've got like I'm like the new turf mat and stuff around the place. But guys, for the most part, I'll definitely be using I'm just like this layout like for a lot of like many good uses in season 7. So yeah, guys, I have written the script of like 2 episodes already. Like I've saying, I have gotten started on the 3rd episode. But yeah, guys, for like filming wise, since I'm like right in the middle of school right now, I can't really do like a whole much right now. But again, like just like the weekend will be the perfect time. So like I guess like after school, I guess will be like alright. I've still got a lot to do, but I will try and post one pretty much just like every Saturday or just every Sunday, or just like any day of the week basically. I am aiming for it to be like I'm just saying like I'm always Saturday or always Sunday, just to keep it consistent, because the weekends are obviously like the perfect time. But yeah, guys, is there anything else I have to say? Can't remember. Gosh, this video's been going for like half an hour. Sorry guys for my rambling. My throat's getting extremely dry. It's just been talking for so long. But yeah, guys, that just proves how just like big like my layouts are getting. Like seriously, like look at this like whole thing. Just takes up like the entire basement. Like holy moly. Yeah, actually, the basement does go out there, but it just takes up this whole like just rooms. I'm just like space part of the basement. But yeah, anyway, guys, that's gonna be it. Then I'm gonna upload the first episode like next Saturday, or maybe like the Saturday after. I'm not sure. I will potentially upload the first episode in Saturday. I'm not sure, but anyway, guys, thank you for watching this layout video. I'm really excited to put this into good use, because I put so much effort. I have so many new pieces that I've got during like my big long break at the start of this year. Obviously, guys, I have been taking like some on and off breaks recently, but I think I'm gonna be back on YouTube for a decent amount, seeing that I'm just the holidays are coming up in like 3 weeks. But yeah, anyway, guys, thank you for watching this video. I am so glad to put this into good use in season 7 of my series, starting very, very soon, potentially in the next few days even. But yeah, let's just go back to Thomas where I started this video. So yeah, I'm signing off with Thomas and the Fat Controller. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I will see you in season 7 starting next week.